Hey guys, for this week's Technique Tuesday, we're going to look at 3 common mistakes we see in the bench press and how we can correct them. So the first mistake is using too much of a closer grip, which leads to the elbows being wider than the hands, like so. This is mechanically more difficult version of a bench press, and also it's just really uncomfortable. So to correct this, we're going to aim for a vertical forearm. So Mark's just going to take a slightly wider grip, aiming for those elbows to stay directly underneath the hands in a nice stacked position, like so. This is a great start position for most people, and from there you can make small adjustments, potentially taking the hands wider. But we're aiming to begin with that nice vertical forearm. The second mistake that we see is people over-pressing on the bench press and losing that position through the shoulders, which is going to look something like this. They might unrack, get a nice position with the chest higher than the shoulders, but once they've done their first rep, they over-press and protract the shoulders like so. Again, this can become uncomfortable, but also leads to a lack of tension and stability through the shoulder blades. To correct this, we're going to use a shorter press and finish just a little bit shorter, trying to keep the shoulders in a good position. So rather than pressing all the way up to the ceiling, we're just going to finish a little bit shorter, aiming to keep that position the whole time. The third mistake is when it gets tough, people start to flare their legs around. And this always makes me laugh because it makes it a lot more difficult. But as soon as you start moving the feet, you lose that stability again through the floor. It makes it harder to maintain that position. Instead, we're going to push into the floor, keep a little bit leg drive engaged, and going to hold that position throughout. We don't need leg drive like a powerlifter, but that extra little bit of stability through the floor is going to really help when the weights get heavier. So those are 3 mistakes and how to correct them. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, Naz, as well, for recording. Cheers.